When you are a new player in Tarkov, it is really daunting on how to find out how to mod weapons. There's hundreds of attachments, so many guns. What goes on what? Like, how do you make this M1A go to something like this? Well, in my time playing, I've learned a lot of tricks, a lot of little ways on how you can start learning, and today I'm going to show you. So stick around, you nerds. We got a lot coming. What's shaking, nerds? Welcome back to another video, and I just want to give a quick disclaimer here. You do have to be level 5 most of the time to do any of the things I'm going to be showing you, so you have to have the flea market open. And to be honest, you shouldn't worry about how to mod guns up until level 5 anyways. So, rush to level 5. I know it seems daunting, but you'll get there soon. And once you get the flea market open, you can use some of the tools I'm going to show you and learn how to mod some of the guns you currently own. So there are a lot of ways we can go about learning how to mod this AK-74M in our inventory, but I'm going to show you the first way that I learned, because they did update the game and there's a lot of better ways now you can do that, but I'm going to show you just the way I learned how to do it. So what we would do is we would right click on the AK-74M and we'd filter it by item. So that means we would see a bunch of other AK-74Ms we could buy. But what I would do is I'd go to, say, the 9th, the 10th page, somewhere where they're expensive, right? Where they're more expensive than just the general ones on the first or second page. And I'd find one I like, and you can click on it. And when you click on it, you can see all the attachments on there. So if you like how a gun looks or the stats on it, then you can kind of pretty much look at what he has, and you can build it from there. Like, say you like this handguard that this one has. Okay, I'm gonna right click on this handguard now, and I'm gonna filter it by item. So now I'm just gonna look for this handguard. And you can do this over and over until you find the gun that suits you best, or, just the one part you need. But this was like the first way I kind of started learning how to build guns. Now, it's not the most efficient, but it is a way. I know while you do this, though, I just want to give a little side note. There's going to be a lot of items you haven't examined on these guns. So you can right click on them and examine, or you can just press your middle mouse button and examine them that way. So now we're going to get into an easier way on how to learn how to mod this gun. So now what we can do is we can right click on the gun. We can press link search. And what that will do is it'll bring up a bunch of things like vital parts, gear mods, and functional mods. And what you can do is you can expand them down, so you can see that, vital parts has pistol grips, gas blocks, receiver, and slides. Gear mods has magazines, so forth and so forth. So now you can see, okay, you know what? I want a new pistol grip on this one because the one I have on it is garbage. So you can go to it and you can say, okay, let's see what the Zenit's like. It costs about, let's say, from Skier 8,700 rubles, but if you don't have it unlocked, it's $87 is the cheapest one. Okay, that's not too bad. So let's see what the stats are on it. 13 ergonomics, that's really good. I like that. That'll really help. Okay, but maybe the Tapco is better. Let's double click that. It's cheaper. It's plus 10, but you know what? For $30 cheaper, because I don't have it unlocked from Peacekeeper, it might be the way to go. So you can do that for anything you want. Say you want a new sight. Okay, let's check out the sights. What optics can fit on it? Okay, I can just straight up get a Zenit. Gotcha. And again, you can expand it and then just click on it so that it stays to just that one piece, or you can just click all of them and look at what the cheapest is and go down. I do want you to know, though, there are certain guns that some stuff won't show up for. So let's go back to, let's say, the M18, and we're gonna link search that. You can see that there's no, muzzle devices, but I know I can fit some muzzle devices on there. So in situations like this, there are some guns where you have to go and link search on, say, the barrel of the gun itself, and then you'll see the muzzle devices pop up. So if you're not seeing what you want, you might have to just take a different approach, but this is a great way to do it. Link search helps you out so much, and at least gives you an idea even better than, say, filter by item on what can fit on what gun. I do want to clarify something here because I know some of you might get confused, because when I link search this, the only sites that came up for this gun were the scopes, pretty much, right? You can only put like a scope on there or something, but that's not right. Like the optics, I don't want a Zenit. I want like a PK06 on there or something. And what you have to start realizing is sometimes it's the receivers and slides. So if you click on certain receivers and slides, let's say the B33, you can see that there's bevels on there. And that's a dead giveaway of, hey, you know what? I can probably put just a PK06 or something like that on there. And sometimes there's even something called mounts. And this is another way of doing it. You can just put like, say, a B13 rail platform on it. And what you can do is if you want to see if, you know, your scope can go on there, you can link search that. And then we can go up to, you know, sites again, and you can see, okay, the Cobra EKP can go on there, the PK06. There's so many different optics and sites that can go on there. So, you know, the Elcan can go on there, the Valde can go on there, which, by the way, this is the best scope in the game, I think, hands down. I love the Valde. But I just wanted to clarify that you can put stuff like the PK06 on there, or you can put the, you know, the Cobra. It doesn't have to be a long range scope. I'm sorry if I confused you guys. So let's say we just got out of a raid and we got these 3 attachments and we want to know, can these fit on any of our guns that we currently own? Well, there's a way to check that. What you do is you just double click on the item, and then right here it says compatible with available, and you just hover over that down arrow and it'll tell you, hey, these are the guns you own, and this can go on these guns. It's a really nice way of them showing you what this can go on. You can also do that with dealers. So say you're at Skier and we brought up this MOE. So we're level 2, we just got this MOE, we're gonna double click on it. Can it go on anything? Yeah, it can go on the M4A1, the ADAR. How about this? Okay, this is a 406 millimeter barrel. Does it go on anything? Yeah. M4A, ADAR again. So just know that this isn't perfect, because let's say this right here. So let's look at this prism scope. This needs another piece for it to fit on most of my AK-74M and Ns. So it'll only say I can only put it on 2 guns. When in reality, if I just got this piece for it, which is what you need for it to just go on a regular mount, it can go on everything. But I just wanted to loosely show you that if you do have some in your inventory and you're wondering, do I have anything for this? You can kind of check. Now, this is the best way to do things, but I do want to let you guys know something. This was just introduced in 0.12. It's called weapon presets, and you do need one thing done to even get to this menu. You need level 1 workbench done in your hideout. If you have that done, go to the next step, I guess. I don't know. Go to the next step. So what we're going to do is we can take any weapon we want. You can right click on it and you can press edit preset. Now it'll bring up the gun that we currently own. And what we can do now is we can mod it to our heart's content. Say we want a different, you know, grip on there. Okay, well, we're going to put this mag pull on there. You know what fits on here? We'll put that on there. Anyways, we're just gonna build it the way we want. And just to let you know, you might not have every single piece like I do available, and that's only because you haven't discovered it yet. And what I mean by that is you haven't examined the item. So the only items that are available to you in the weapon build system are items that you have currently examined. If you want more options for guns, what you can do is you can link search this gun like I did before, and you can just examine every single item that's available. And then once you've done that, say we're happy with this build, we can now save this preset. So we're gonna save it as Geekseh. We'll save it, and then say we liked it so much and we built it the first time, we can go to preset menu again. We can go to open. There's our Geekseh. We're gonna open it up and it's still saved. This this is awesome. This has just been introduced in 0.12. It saves us a ton of time in between raids. One of the biggest things was trying to build guns in between raids, especially for streamers. And you know what? This goes for anyone, especially for anyone. When you die in a raid, it just takes so long to build a gun again. So if you know what gun you like, hey, here, you just go here, you press assemble. We're gonna click on the gun we can build it with. We're gonna click buy parts. And just to let you know, by default, it's on owner type traders. If they're not available to you, you can exit this and it'll be the cheapest one even on the flea market. But sometimes when you say purchase all, those parts are already sold out. So you just got to refresh and try it again. So once we do buy all the items, we can go back here, we can press assemble, select, it'll be done. We go back into our inventory and here it is. I'm not saying that this video is perfect, but it is a good launching off point for a lot of newer players. If you think there is something important that newer players should know about when they're trying to learn how to mod weapons, please put it in the comments below. I really do appreciate you guys watching the videos, and remember, think about subscribing to the channel, think about liking the video, but that's all I'm gonna say is think about it. It's up to you guys. Also, I do stream 5 days a week on twitch.tv. If you ever have questions, I'm always there to help out. And until next time, I'll talk to you nerds later.